was decide if it wanted to Zoom today. Maybe.
Well, we're glad you're here and we're glad everyone's here. And again, welcome everyone. I'm sure we'll have more joining, but it is 1 o'clock. So we can go ahead and get started. We have Erin Gallagher and Jimmy Carlo here to answer all your questions and a few of our staff in the chat as well that I'm sure will ask to help us out. But this is being recorded. We'll be on YouTube later this afternoon. And Gina and Erin, please take it away.
Wonderful. Thank you. Hi, Erin.
Sorry,
I have
Gina,
to
I'm muting
unmute myself. Oh yeah, talking away. Hello, how are you? Hi, Erin. How you doing? Oh, oh,
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me?
yeah, we can. Yeah. Too many things going on. Happy holidays.
Hi, everybody.
December 17th. Hard to believe. Another year. Another year older. Thank you so much. All
No,
right. So, yeah,
we're still 29. It's fine.
still 29.
We're just gonna keep holding there. We'll be doing this another year. I'm still gonna be 29, so it's all right. Hi,
Yes,
everybody.
exactly. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a little while, but this is our monthly Q&A call. We're here for you to answer any of your hot burning questions you may have out there, to let you know of a few things that we have going on from the coalition. And just, we're here for you. So this is for you guys. But a couple of things I think we wanted to remind people of. So thank you so much for joining us. So nice to see you guys. Probably one of the first ones I have is I've been sending out emails to people about the staff training day and holiday closures. So keep in mind this time of year, it's a fast and furious fly between December and January, and sometimes you may not have realized that way back when last year you selected some days to be closed, or you did not select some days to be closed on your calendar in the provider portal. So if you do have closures where children will not be in attendance, that does have to be part of your closure calendar in the provider portal. So make sure that that's correct. Please don't submit an attendance to us if your calendar is not showing correctly, because anything you put on the calendar as being opened or closed is going to reflect on your attendance records. And so you want that to be accurate. So if you were closed today and it's not showing on your attendance when you go to submit, please don't submit the attendance. Contact your provider services specialist, either Maureen, Sadie, or Maria Luna, and let them know that you need a correction or submit an updated profile. And so that your attendance can get updated and it'll show properly. So we always want that to be updated and correct. If you had, excuse me, I'm a little froggy today. If you had listed on your contract, your school readiness contract, that you were going to be doing a staff training day, either this month and the past couple months, actually December or into January, I've sent you a reminder email. For you to be eligible for payment for a staff training day, it's very specific. You have to be offering training half of your amount of hours that you're open. So for most people, that's 5 hours of training. It has to cover topics that are part of our standards. So you need an agenda with times on it on the topics that you covered, and those topics need to be part of the agenda. It's not just a staff meeting, you're doing a training. And you have to you have to have a sign in and out sheet for your staff, because 75% of your staff for school readiness have to have attended the training for you to be eligible for payment. So I know last year when we were doing contracting, we knew about the staff training day. We didn't have a lot of information, so perhaps people selected a day, but they didn't really understand the requirements. If you did not set up your staff training day in that way with those requirements met, you cannot be paid for that day. So if you have one for December or for January that you had on your calendar as a staff training day, and you would like to be paid for that day, and you're not setting up your training the way I just talked about, we need to change that. We need to change the day. We can move it going for any forward dates. We can't fix it for any days that have been already processed, any months already processed with attendance. So that's why you're getting those emails now reminding you of that day that you selected and the requirements for to be eligible for payment. So please keep that in mind. If you need a change, again, that's your provider services team. You would need to correct that in the profile and then do a contract amendment to perhaps replace that day if you want to do it forward. If you actually need help with planning the day, like it's a day you'd like to do, but you're not quite sure how to structure it, you all have an assigned coach or TA specialist from Chelsea's team, Alina's team, so they will be able to help you do that document to structure your day. They can either offer you trainings themselves or they can help you structure it so that you meet those requirements for payment. So I'll stop talking because I had a couple other questions come in, but that's probably my biggest reminder is just about those staff training days. I'm sending out lots of emails, but I just want to make sure people understand what the requirement is so that we're paying properly.
Yes. So, Gina, I don't know if you want to address these now or there was
Sure.
anything for staff training day.
Um,
It looks like Lee's asking, like, we're talking about class assessments for everyone. Observation team to respond to requests for details for the class observations.
They usually do that within 10 days, I would think. So if you haven't heard, it depends. I think you have to do that submission through the website. Um, but I can ask. I don't see anybody from that team on the call, but I can put a message up to them, Lee, and see if we can get that for you.
And the holidays may slow it down a little bit just because different people may be out. So there might be, if it's over the holidays, it might take a little bit longer than those timeframes.
Right. So when it comes to your attendance, you should never submit attendance before the month is over. And attendance is always due the third business day of the month. So January attendance would be due Monday, the 5th for December's attendance. So you have until the 5th to submit your attendance, or you have to submit it on the 31st. So hopefully someone can get that done for you, Alejandra, and get that attendance in by the 5th. And I will be letting you know if what you submitted for the staff training day is approved. That's me. I just have not processed all of the past ones yet. So I'm starting that now. You probably won't get something if it's approved, but you'll hear from me if I can't approve it and we need to do an adjustment. So I will upload the review form into the document library where you probably placed your verification document. So you'll see another document go in there once I have reviewed it that will tell you that it's approved. I don't know that I'll be able to email everybody, but yeah. So that's me. That's me too. All right. Good questions. All right. So I think that was my biggest thing. Anyone that may be a family childcare home, aside from that, so we still have the CSE Star Award available for educators who are working at eligible sites. So if your site has school readiness contract, Title I, Head Start, Early Head Start, then your site is eligible for the CSE Star Award. You've probably already gotten emails about that. If staff haven't applied, please encourage them to do so, maybe taking a little bit of this time they may have off to upload documents and get that submitted. They're eligible for a payment every 6 months. So as soon as they get their first one in, and that's approved, then we're able to, count down that clock to the next 6 months and they'll be able to get a second payment. So we're going to be sharing some promotional items for that in the new year, but we want to encourage everybody to consider that. And if you're a family childcare home and you need support, please let Ashley know. She works on my team. She is more than happy to help you. She will sit with you or Zoom with you and go over what's needed to submit that application. We hate to see you miss out as it's eligible for both you as a family childcare home as well as your substitute if they're working at least 10 hours a month and if you have staff as a large. So all those people are eligible for the STAR Award if they meet the income requirements, and Ashley's able to help you with that if you need it. ESC closure days. We were just talking about that this
We
morning.
were just talking about that. So
Yeah.
I'll put the link up to the Star Award page from our website because that's a really easy way to get more information just about Star. So, if you have a simple question, it's a really great place to pop over to. It also has the link so you can access the registry, but it has information for directors and owners, just about setting it up for your site. Also for everyone, a little FAQ, and also it's a really easy way to get to the registry itself. So I'm going to put that link in the chat. And it's just as easy as our website, and then CSE Star Award is the page. So I'm going to put it there, but we are going to talk about closure days too, Gina.
Yes.
So I don't know if you want to start or you want me to start, but
No, as far as our closure days go, yeah, no, you're good, I think.
Okay. There we
yeah.
go. The links there. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
So everyone, coming up next week, the coalition will be closed the 24th through the 26th. And then we'll be open the following week on the 29th and the 30th, and then closed the 31st through the 2nd, returning to normal business hours completely on January 5th. So there's kind of a chunk of 3 days, then 2 days open, then 3 days, then back to business as usual. So during that time, if you call us, you will get our messages just updating if families call or anyone calls that we are out of the office at that time. Same thing if you email. That doesn't mean your email isn't received. Your email is received, but you will probably get an out of office with a similar message just about when we're open and we're closed. And some links to information. Thank you so much. Ariel's on it. She's typing. Thank you. And you'll receive a similar message if you email someone. That email will be in their inbox. The note is, the 30th and the 29th and 30th, maybe when you get an answer if someone is in. And after that, it will be the 5th. So with email messages, you may see that beyond those closure days, someone has taken some additional days. That will be in their message as far as their availability and when they're out. So if someone took an extra couple of days in there, they can update on their message. So if you email someone, you'll see that in their message. The big question and something we want to share with all of you is, and we don't want anyone to have any incidents, any unusual incidents ever, but we know that can be like, your water is, for some reason there's a water notice and you have to close because there's a water notice, or every place on your block loses power and you have to close because there's no power. And hopefully none of that happens at all. But if you need to report that something has happened, or, something else worrisome has happened, or there's an unusual incident, you'll want to report to licensing. And it's also, there's reporting available on our website. And I'll show you a couple spots where you can do that, and I'll talk it through as well. But I wanted to go back because we have our closure days in here, but we had a couple questions, Gina. One was from Lee. Do we have 3 business days in January to submit attendance?
My understanding is it would be due the 3rd business day. So that's going to be January 5th, but I'm going to check really quickly with the reimbursement team.
We're going to do phone a friend and make sure you know the answer to that. On the 31st or the 5th, so we're double checking on that. So we will
right.
All good attendance questions. So all good attendance questions. So we will get an answer for you on the due date for attendance to get that submitted. So all good attendance questions. Hopefully no one has an incident that you need to report, but if you go to our website under providers and you click on the main tab, it says providers, and you scroll down, you'll see provider reporting, and there's a link that will take you to WebAuthor, and you can submit your incident online. So you can just send it through online and it will go to the entire team. You don't have to worry about emailing 6 people. Just doing it through that form will resolve it for you. And then if you scroll down further on the page, about midway down our homepage, you will see I'm a provider. And if you click on that link, that downward link, and we can provide some kind of screenshots for you, and you click on that down link, you'll see a quick pick menu. And the last thing on that menu is I need to report an incident, it will take you to the exact same form. But we want to make sure you have a couple of ways to find it. Because if you have something and your power's out and you're on the last little bit of battery on your laptop, we
Mhm.
don't want you to have to worry and be hunting and clicking all over our site to find it. So if I can, I'll pull it up and show you in a moment. We'll see if my computer wants to be nice to me. And I'll show you where that is.
Oh, and Sandra shared as well that for class assessment results, they do process them within 14 business days, and then they upload it into the document library. Some reports can be requested by filling out a form. And then they put it, which folder, Sandra? Is there a folder for class assessment? Yep, she's checking. Okay, go ahead, Erin. Sorry.
I'm gonna see if I can share my screen really quick. I don't break everything. Can everyone see my screen?
Not yet.
Okay, let's see. It's thinking. It's thinking.
There we go.
Okay, great. So if you look on this screen, you will see down here it says provider reporting.
Hold on, hold on. It's coming. It's just not.
It's gonna come there.
It's just not actually doing it yet.
Let's
Hold
hope
on.
so. Hey, okay.
There we go. Okay.
Okay, so when you can see where I'm pointing down here, it says provider reporting. The easiest way to get here is you go to providers up here and you click right on providers. If you click right on providers, it will bring you to this page that gives you descriptions about a lot of services. And if you click on provider reporting, I'm not going to click because it will probably go crazy again and you won't be able to see it. It will take you to the web author form.
Yep.
Okay. So that's one way to do it. The other way to do it, and let's all hold our breath for technology here, see if it will populate for you. Can you see our main page? The thinking?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay. So if you scroll down on our main page, there's another way to get to it. So if you click down here, you will see this handy dandy menu that says, I am a provider. And if you click on this menu, as you go down this menu, it says, I want to report an unusual incident online. It's the last one, if you look where my pointer is. And so you can also get to the incident report, same form, with two different ways to get there. You can either go through the main tab or you can go through the quick pick, and either way you will get to that form to fill it out. So we just want to make sure no one should need it because it's going to be smooth sailing like it always is. You know, I don't want to jinx anything, but I just want to make sure if people are looking, you can find it. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing. Let's see if I'm back. Okay, I think we're good.
Um, so I know we have some attendance issues. My understanding and what will happen is when you go into the portal in January, it'll have the due date for the attendance. I can't get in there right now. But it's always the third business day. It is possible it may be the sixth. I'm waiting to see if reimbursement can ask. Because it's usually I don't know. I'll find out. I'm still waiting.
Yes, we will send an email
Yeah.
before closure, just with some updates and kind of with some little screenshots for that, just so you can kind of see where to find it. Also, not everybody's on our call today. We know a lot's going on, and we thank those of you who are here. But
Yep.
just for those who weren't, we want to make sure you can find it. So we made a couple of options to make it easier to find, but we will certainly send screenshots. So, because especially if your power's out or there's some, you know, butter or whatever, the last thing we need is we don't want you to have to go look for a form.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I see, I think Jeannie answered the question about CSC Star Awards and next payment.
Yeah. So it does not automatically the payment doesn't automatically go to you. You will need to submit another application through the system. We are working with our developers now so that you'll receive you and anyone who's had a Star Award will receive notice that it is open now, that 6 months have gone by, and you'll be able to submit another application. So you will have to submit another one, which is what you want because you may have increased your award if you've been at your job longer and you're on the cusp of rolling from one award amount to another. If you've been in the field longer, that amount may change. If you've done training or gotten your degree or renewed your CDA or something like that. So it could change the amounts that you're eligible for. You have a new class score and it's gone up. So we want you to submit a new application. It will be open 6 months from the date of your approval of your last application, but we're working with a developer so that you'll get an email notice that now it's open for you to go in and resubmit. And then the system itself, when you go in, will show you that you're able to resubmit. So our first ones that were approved in June would be coming up at the end of this month, early January. So if you were June, July, then yes, we're talking about January, basically, maybe early February, depending on your approval date. And we'll have more on that coming out because it's new for everybody.
We're excited to have people get
Yeah.
to that 6 month mark.
Absolutely. It's very
So-
exciting.
And we're going to learn that a little bit together too. So we're going to see how that works. But we're definitely going to make sure everyone has notification. Hey, you can apply again, because the whole idea behind this is it's there for everyone who is eligible to
Yeah.
receive the bonus. We want you to receive the bonus. The funding is there. And so we don't want anyone to, essentially leave funding on the table that's available to them for,
Right.
all of the work you do. So,
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think and I know we had a slide. I think the other thing is we're opening up registration
Fellowship.
for the New Year's Fellowship group, right?
Mhm.
So we are looking for providers who are interested in childcare legislation and administration, and we're accepting applications for people who might like to be part of our fellowship. Our first one went through last year. It was a great success. So we're looking for more educators who may be willing to participate.
Right. So this can be directors,
Yeah.
owners, it can be anyone who, educators, family childcare, who can be a part of this. And it's just an application. There's a QR code over to the left of the screen if you want to apply. There are in-person meetings with amazing trainers. You do go to Tallahassee for Children's Week. There is the opportunity to present and be in events. And then there is a stipend, a small stipend. So if you have questions, you can contact Serena. Her email's at the bottom. But the QR code is the easiest way to apply. The group stays relatively small. I think last year was maybe 10, 15
I think I was,
individuals.
maybe 11, if
Yeah.
I remember right, something like that. Yeah.
So it's a nice small group. You really get to work with colleagues across the county,
Mhm.
and have that amazing opportunity. So if it's something you're interested in, they are accepting applications, and it is beginning in January. So applications are due the second, first.
Ooh, that's a quick turnaround. Let me see. She did send something. Hold on.
We're double checking.
Hi, I'm here. Yes, it is. Applications are due January 2nd.
Okay.
Yep, January 2nd.
All right. Thanks, Serena. Serena, I'm sorry I stole your thunder. You could have probably said that much more eloquently than
No, you did a
I
great
just-
job. Thank you.
I'm just like, I probably didn't do so well. So, but Serena is on. So if you have questions, you have the expert here. But it's a really cool opportunity. I got a chance to go up and visit and collect some video, and just because it's small, there's a chance to really get to know colleagues and
Yeah.
and learn from the team and all the wonderful experts that come in. So I can't say enough good things.
Absolutely. So really amazing program to be able to offer. All right.
So one more thing, and it's coming up in 2026. So everyone's probably like, goodness, where's Read for the Record? We normally do it in the fall.
Well,
So
yeah.
it will be in the spring, or it's actually, I believe, at the beginning of February. I'll give you an exact date, but this year it was an anniversary, so they extended it out. And so now Read for the Record will be in spring. You will still receive a copy of the book, as you always have from the Literacy Coalition. They have received their full list. They will be sending those out. I know they're waiting for the books to come in. So that is still happening. So if people are like, gosh, did Read for the Record, what happened? It's going to be celebrated in 2026. We're very excited. So stay tuned. You will hear more. We may be reaching out to some sites. You can also volunteer if you would like to have someone from the coalition or someone from the coalition board come read at your site. So let us know, because on that day, we'd like to have as many people reading across the community, or even the days leading up to. So if we call you, we hope we can join you, or you're free to let us know. We would love to have sites to say, yes, come out, come read to us. So thank you. It is coming.
Nice.
Just a little different this year.
Okay. So I'm just looking to see.
While Gina's talking to herself.
Sorry.
That's okay. Gina's good. I'm going to keep going, Gina. I'm just going to keep rolling. I'm just going to keep
You
going.
keep
You're
going.
good. You're good.
Just the joy of the document library. And I don't know what I'm looking for. Okay.
Okay, Gina's doing her thing, and so I'll keep going. So Reggie, 100%. You might get me, so sorry, but that's wonderful. We'll definitely schedule with you. So anybody who wants someone to come read, we would love to come out and read. So, but thanks, Reggie. Also, big plug for the training calendar. I was just perusing the training calendar and checking some stuff from the website, and there's really great trainings. So, I know right now everyone's kind of in the lull, and it's holiday time and you've got a lot going on. I totally understand that 100%. But there are amazing trainings, and the training calendar is up for spring. So it's also maybe a nice quiet time to think about what training you want to take, or maybe have some new team members or some veteran team members that you really want to look at what your next goals are, either as a group or for individuals. This is a really good time to go on, because there's a big chunk of training the whole way through spring that you can look at and kind of make plans. So I would highly recommend you check out the training calendar. Also, not too early to talk about, speaking of training, Empower is coming up in May. We don't have it released yet. I know everyone is, we're really working ahead, but Empower will be coming up in May. So if that's something you're thinking about as a team training for everyone on your team, now's a great time to kind of start talking about that. And thinking about saving that date. I'll put the date in the chat. Ariel will probably be way faster than me, but we will make sure you have the date for Empower, because we want to make sure you're there. Gina, okay, Gina's up with class score.
Gina's sorry.
Look at you, Gina. All
So
right.
Sandra is so helpful, but I'm so document library focused. Okay, so Sandra is telling me, thank you so much for your patience. Sandra is telling me that the school readiness providers have to request the report. So when you get the email notification that you're coming up for assessment, there's a link on that email that allows you to submit the request, and then they upload that report to the document library into the program assessment folder within 14 days. So that's where that goes. That's how you do that process. Now, if it was both school readiness and VPK, it is still 14 days. And you do still have to request for school readiness. So yes, that's where they're supposed to go. So if you have any issue, please let us know. I used to get the link for my training. They're not in trash or spam. I have to calling for the link. So Kathy, calling to the link to sign up for a training?
The link, but they never send me the link. I always had to call another provider to get the link to get onto my training. What's up with that? They've been doing that for the longest, and I've been getting my emails, but now I'm getting.
So Miss Bell, is it I'm sorry, is it an online link for your training? Is it for you to link to an online training
Yeah.
to like get into the training? Is that what we're talking about?
Send it through the author, and Charlene send it, but I don't get it. I have to call another provider to get the link. I sign up, I get my little number at the bottom because she said print it out to make sure you got it. I do that, but y'all not sending me the link. So how I'm going to get onto my training?
Okay.
And then if I do another provider, then if I write off to the provider, you're not seeing me. You're seeing the provider has 2 links for the training.
Okay.
Hmm.
Kathy, I'm glad
Yeah.
you're telling us.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah.
that
That's,
may be something we have to look at your specific account. Sometimes it may be a setup issue there. We've seen different things with the system, so we just maybe need to look at, make sure we have your email right, that, things are set up the right way and that, you're active. But we
okay.
can have maybe Darian
That's what
from
I'm
with
thinking. I'm
them.
just making a
Yeah.
note. Thanks. Thank you. Well, yeah. I would love to tell you I have a knowledgeable answer.
Yeah.
That is probably not my strong suit, but
Yeah.
thankfully we have Darian and other amazing team members who will have a sense of how to resolve that for you. I'm glad you brought it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
It's
know
possible.
we totally that you tried, and we'll get it sorted because
Yeah.
we want you to come to training. Our trainings are so cool.
Yeah.
But we also want you to get your emails and not have to hunt around to find them. So
Absolutely. Mhm. Okay. Hmm. All right. Well, we have that noted, Kathy. Thank you. Um, let's see. That was it for my list of reminders. Holiday
okay.
closures.
The only other thing I
Mhm.
had is I don't know if everyone knows this, but the coalition has a podcast. We have moved into podcasting. So our own Aruna Gilbert has a podcast, and so you can find it actually on Spotify. We're on Spotify. Like I just think it's amazing. We have a Spotify channel, and you can also find us on YouTube. So we'll put a link so you can find it. It's the Early Education Conversation, and so she's talking to people who are local and people who are national about early learning. And so we have a podcast, so we'll put a link over to our podcast. Up, of course, and Ariel's way ahead of me. So there's our Spotify channel. It's just amazing. We have Spotify. Um, and so if you want to take a listen, we would love to have you listen and follow. And of course, our socials are there for you. So um, I'm, of course, going to say yes, follow us on socials, but it's a really easy way to get updates. We send the newsletter out the 5th of every month. I know Gina's on it about sending emails too, but we try to do a snapshot of all the things we're emailing you about in one place because we know there's a lot going on. So the 5th of every month, you will get a newsletter from us. Yep, and Ariel's on it. That's our tag at ELC Palm Beach. We're really easy to find. We're on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. And so that's a really great way to get updates for your families. We will still send you a newsletter, but it's a great way just to get little tips and tricks and updates.
Yeah.
So pick your favorite channel, whichever one you like.
Lots of ways.
And Serena Empower is coming up which date in May? I'm looking at my calendar and I don't think my old eyes are lining up right.
It's to be determined.
To be
We're still-
determined, but May.
Yes, definitely May,
Stay tuned for
exact
May.
date to be determined.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm very excited about Empower. So
We have to start early. You have to
I
start
know,
these
and
things early.
probably everyone's like, could you please just let us get to 2026, Aaron? Could you please calm down and let us get to 2026? I get it.
No. Planning things take time. All right. How else can we be of assistance? What else can we help you all with? A lot going on, I know. Oh, we do have You may be here, I'll remind you, and I'm going to send out an email, but sites that are eligible for the CSC Star Award have gotten a notice about a survey that we're doing about staff retention. So you should be getting a call from either my staff, the CSC Star Award staff, or Palm Beach State College's career advisor staff about the responses for that survey. That's going to help us with some baseline data for the Star Award to show retention in the field, and if this award is something that is helpful to maintaining retention for childcare providers. So please just do your best to get us that information. We're basically looking to see how many positions you have for educators at your site, both full-time and or part-time, as well as what your turnover rates look like, how many staff come and go during the year. And I know it's not an easy thing to calculate, but it is important, and we want as accurate information as possible. So you will be hearing from we've divided the list, so I can't tell you exactly who you'll hear from. It'll either be my team or Palm Beach State College. We'll be contacting you or someone at your site to get that. So I'll send out a reminder email again. We do have to have that finished up by the end of January, so we're hoping to get as many done around this time as possible. But if not, then we will also be reaching out to you in January to get those answers. So those, I see a lot of names on here for people that are part of that programming. So let's remind you that we're calling. And yeah, can't think of what else. I know there was something else.
No, the only other thing I'll mention is locations for the holidays that we talked about. Our locations will be open. Otherwise, Palm Springs. We also, as we've talked about before, have locations at Career Source West in Belglade and here in West Palm. So we will be available at all of our locations. So when you get those updates, yes, everything's working together. Any other questions? I know. We're all just trying to kind of breathe, and this time of year, I know kids are all a little zooey.
Yeah, right.
They're a little zooey, so
So excited.
yeah. Good question. Any more $10 CPR trainings coming up? I don't know if I saw any on the calendar, but I'm glad that people like those.
Mm.
I don't know if I saw any in the training calendar, but always good feedback.
Mhm.
I'm gonna double check while we're talking.
Yeah.
Okay, so no CPR, we don't think yet, but if we do get CPR up on the calendar, we will let you know. Because we know that's always a hot commodity. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we covered. Did we cover it, Gina?
I
we?
think we covered all of our stuff, and
I think we
I can't
did.
believe nobody has any questions.
I know.
It's hard to, it's maybe just the time of year. I guess this is
I know.
always one.
Well, if I eat as many cookies as I ate yesterday, I will be in a sugar cookie stupor very soon. So if anybody else is with me on that, yeah.
Uh,
Many issues. Thanks, Ms. Rivera. Um, no. So did they have to go through the kind of the redetermination or the resubmittal? I'm guessing this is, yeah. I'm reading, okay, yes.
Yeah, it sounds like they,
Yeah, thank you. So we'll definitely pass that on. I know they start that really early to get notice to families.
mhm. Yeah, usually it's
Um,
45 days ahead of
yeah, they
the
have 45
submission
days.
date.
And I think sometimes the tricky part is the email, they're using the email that they um set up their accounts with. And so
Mhm.
sometimes I know that's may not be an email that's checked real often, but they do 45 days. So
Yeah.
all right, Ms. Cole, how can we get our teachers set up with MMCI training when I saw on the calendar wasn't clear? Oh, that's a great question because I think it has a new name again.
I do think it has another name again, but
Right.
we know what you
So,
mean.
so I'm gonna look that up because I can't remember.
Yeah, it has a new
I'm having a
name.
mom
Yeah.
moment and my brain's not functioning.
And
Let me look it up.
usually, and it's so Rita might still be on, but usually what you have to do is that there's a form that you have to submit online about your interest because it is a commitment of time. But maybe
Yes, there
somebody
is an
else. There
interest
she
form, and
is. I knew
I
you could
can
help
share the
us.
link in the chat.
Thank you, Serena.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
so there
you
you do have to.
complete the interest form, and then
Mhm.
you'll get a box signed document sent to you that you check off, signing that you understand that it's a commitment, that there's 12 sessions and you're going to attend all 12 sessions. And then after you sign and complete that form, you'll be registered for the class.
Wonderful. And what's the new name of it?
Yes, I'm looking.
Oh, Serena, you know the new name?
I don't, I know it
I'm
has the
gonna
word
see if I can find it,
interactions
everyone,
in it.
because it's gonna be something.
So yeah, Anushka, if you click that link that Lena put in the chat, that'll take you to the interest. It's not MMCI and it's not CGC. It is now
Interaction Essentials.
int an I
I think
E.
it's
It's the
interaction.
IE. How many letters can we put on these things?
I think it's Interaction Essentials, but there's more to it. I'm working on it. I'm
You're doing
working
a
on it.
great job. I don't even know where you find this information.
I'm looking on ChatGPT. So, because their website is not quite getting me there. So,
I
determined,
love it.
everyone.
That is amazing.
Gina and I have Gina's talking to herself. I'm on ChatGPT. So, yes.
The hostess with the mostesses
Oh
around
boy,
here.
Gina and I today. Good gravy. Where's Chelsea to hold us together?
I
Gina and
know.
I have been left unsupervised today. Oh boy.
So yeah, so please click the interest form and it's good. That
Yes.
is you do have to, like
Yes.
Serena said,
Thank
you
you,
have to
Lena.
commit.
Lena,
Yes.
thank you for providing the link. Thank you, Lena.
So it'll be something. Class
Yeah.
group coaching, yes. And it's not class group coaching either anymore. It has another name, but that's okay.
Yes, but
That is what you're signing up for. It is the old MMCI,
yes.
but yes, class group coaching. And we're still working through all those transitions because that's not us. Quite honestly, we did not make that decision. So we will not take credit for that at all. That's a publisher's dream right there is, a new release, a new version, a new name. What they like to do. So yeah.
Yes. Once we get that, we stay tuned. We will get that. It's starting to filter into their website. That the names are transitioning, so it might be a little bit different. And we might have to do like formerly known as just until we all get used to the new name.
Yeah.
Me included.
Yeah.
So everyone can find it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But the hard part is you're around long enough to know all of the old names, just not with the new names.
Yeah, because some of us set up the pilot for it back when it was MTP and it was my
Yeah.
teaching partner. It is not my teaching partner now, everybody. That is like
So
15 years ago. So
oh my
that's not
goodness.
the name. Yeah. And it's
See?
amazing because I'm still 29. So,
Yeah, exactly. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
so as soon as we have it, we will let you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So that one is a little different than our traditional training.
But we'll make sure we link it so that it's a name you also recognize, like MMCI, till
Absolutely.
we get there.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Wonderful. Great question. Thank you. It's another good one. Love to have such beneficial for staff. So love to
Yes,
see
and
people
thank you
take
for
those.
all of the assists, everybody, coalition team. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. It's a group effort for sure,
Group effort.
especially this time of year.
Oh, good question. Clarify. So the class group coaching required MMCI, CGC, yes, by all the names, required for all staff or just a best practice. It's not required,
Yeah, no.
but it's a super good idea.
Yeah.
Yes, best practice. Just because it does give so much information and insight. I will tell you personally, I had the opportunity to go sit through a portion of it one day, and what I loved was there was so much time for all of the educators and colleagues in the class to talk about real life examples. And that's always the thing that, that matters is, when you're looking at the class, what does this really look like in your room with your kids?
Right.
What are the things that you're going to do that start to feel really natural and really kind of easy and part of your day? Because at the end of the day, it's really, yes, part of it is the assessment. The other part is that these strategies really make your room sing.
Right.
And really support you so your day smooths out as much as it can. We know there's a lot going on, and we have a lot of children with needs, and then just everybody has different a different experience every day. But the design of this was really to support your classroom. So yes, definitely best practice. And I'm done with my opinion portion of the broadcast.
That's all right. Actually, I'm gonna. Wonderful. And then when they do take the MMCI/CGC training, if your site is a CSC STAR eligible, they should add those trainings on to their STAR award, and that's an extra, I think it's 20 hours, isn't it? 24 hours of training that could increase their award allocation. So absolutely, all comes back around. It could mean a little bit more money in their pocket at the end of the year.
Yeah.
I was just trying to get out of a couple of things. I'm having some.
And you may see that, and you should see that at trainings coming up, or with coaching. Just reminders that all that training can become part of your registry record.
Right.
One for each individual, it's your record. It's your
Right.
record of all of your trainings, in one place, which is just wonderful. Rather than having to track down all of your information from the college or from this place or that place, it's all in one place. But it also contributes towards the professional development portion of your award.
Right.
So when, people are saying a training, or if you have educators that are going to training that work with your program, great reminder to make sure they get that in their registry record.
Yeah.
All of that makes a difference.
In mentioning that, I did want to say also, DCF reset their whole system, and they are using multi-factor authentication now also. So you probably saw an email. You may have gone to spam because I got a bunch of them. I've heard from a couple of people that have had trouble getting in. I believe they reset their system twice because I got one email and I reset my password, but then I got another email and I had to redo it. So please, the trainings are still free from DCF, so please encourage people to take advantage of that portion of it, but they will need to use the forgot password option on that myflfamilies.com website to reset their password, and they will have to set up kind of the same thing, multi-factor, because it does send you a code now for you to be able to log in, and your password has to be some 14, 15 character kind of thing. It's quite long. So please don't wait until the last minute. Don't remind staff that if they need training and they're going to do DCF training, to go in and kind of get that reset now and not wait until the end of the year to try and log in there and get stressed that they can't get in, because it is a little bit different, slightly, and it takes a minute to reset your account. So and I only know because I have one too, and I've been chasing it around, and it took me a minute to get it reset. So,
Yeah, same here. I still
Mhm.
keep mine. So
Yeah.
same. Yeah, you just have to do forgot password to get yourself back in.
Yep. Just, I know some of the school district teachers had
Yeah.
been trying to, and were
Yeah,
struggling.
it's not that your I mean, you totally remember your password.
Right.
I remembered mine.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's a reset.
Yeah.
So
Exactly. It's been reset, and then adding that additional security feature to it.
yeah.
All right. Look at that. And again, we talked for like almost an hour about, I don't even know what we talked about.
No.
Lots of things.
But hopefully this was helpful.
Yes.
And Gina, we made
Thank
it.
goodness for our support team, because
Yes, thank you to all the people
Yeah.
who so kindly helped us as we talked to ourselves and searched online. So
Mhm.
we will send a follow-up with information just if you need that form. But we wish you all a peaceful holiday,
Yes.
peaceful time with loved ones.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything you do for children and families, and may you get time to rest and relax. And thank you for joining us on this call, which was, Gina, we brought the entertainment. I will say that.
Always got to be a little entertaining.
Mhm.
So thank you. Thank you. Happy holidays to everyone. Please stay safe, relax, enjoy, take care of yourselves, take care of your families. And we will see you in the new year.
We will.
Thank you all. Have a great day.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy
Merry
holidays.
Christmas and you all
Merry-
have a happy New Year.
Yeah. Thank you. Happy New Year.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And you be safe as well.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you all for all you do for us too.
Oh, thank
Thank
you. Thank
you.
you for taking care of those families, those children.
Okay. Okay. All right, everybody have a good afternoon.
You
Bye.
too.
Happy
Thank you.